Hey guys, Corey from The Pit here. Welcome to the Daily Pit. What we're going to chat about today are trade-offs. Okay, what we have to do and understand to be able to trade things in and out to not only get in shape, but to stay in shape. Okay, so one of the biggest things of not only just getting a transformation, it's keeping a transformation. Now what happens, guys, is we don't want to just go through an 8, a 10, a 12-week program and then lose all of our results. What we want to do is make this a lifestyle. And that's a difference between a program and a lifestyle. Now what this all comes down to, guys, is trade-offs, and it's very easy to understand at the start. Okay, we trade off TV time for gym time. We trade off bad foods for good foods, and this is where we start to get results. Now the thing is, guys, when we're looking at programs, what a lot of people do is they make drastic trade-offs that they aren't able to attain. The trade-off is too strong, and yeah, we can trade it off for 8, 10, 12, 16 weeks. It's cool. Yeah, we're trading off sleep time for training time. We're trading off family time to be able to meal prep. We're trading off sleep time to get that extra session in. But the thing is, guys, we want that longevity. You want to be able to make it a lifestyle, and this is where understanding trade-offs can play to your benefit. Okay, understanding what the idea of a trade-off is. Is there going to be a negative aspect? Can we do it? And is it worth it? Making an educated opinion, making an educated decision on what that trade-off's going to be. So for example, when we're looking at trading off in the long term, we may have gone through our 10, our 12, our 16 week program. Now we're looking at making a lifestyle. So to be able to attain this, we can trade off a little bit the other way. So for example, you may have an event coming up, a friend's birthday at their house or something like that. You'd go around there and they're having pizza and beers. Now the trade-off here might be, okay, I can have a couple of slices of pizza and a couple of beers. The trade-off is going to be that I'm going to have to spend extra time in the gym to make that up. Okay, and that doesn't mean, that you've got to spend an extra 2-3 sessions. It just may mean understanding that it's going to take an extra week, an extra 2 weeks, an extra 3 weeks to hit your new goal, depending on what that trade-off is. Or are you willing to trade off a bit of a social life, to have more of a social life for an extended goal period? This is understanding the trade-off to make it a lifestyle. It's good to have the program, and generally the trade-offs are more extreme, and you're willing to give up that little bit of a social life. You're willing to give up that little bit of TV or whatever that may be, that little free time. But that lifestyle, guys, we need that social life. We need that free time. We need time to ourselves. It can't always be about clean eating, training, sleeping. You have to have a life. So understanding these trade-offs, guys, is going to be beneficial to keeping this as a long-term investment into your health and into your fitness. All right? We don't want to be trading off all of our fun sort of stuff to take chicken and broccoli to a barbecue because we're we're not strong enough mentally, and we don't understand the ability to trade off a sausage sandwich for maybe an extra 20 minutes at the gym or a slightly delayed goal. So a good example of this, guys, is I recently went on holidays, okay? And the trade-off here is, what am I expecting when I get back? Okay, I could have traded off an hour every day of my holiday, and I could have, traded off maybe 3 meals and come back in the same, trained for that hour, kept 3 meals clean on my holiday and come back around the same body fat percentage. But I was able to make a trade-off, and I expected to come back a little bit sloppier around the edges. So hey, I could have a few beers. I didn't have to trade off 7 hours out of my holiday that I could spend with my friends and spend with my wife to go to the gym at the motel. I was able to do that with the expectation to come back and know that it's going to take me a little bit longer to get back to where I was. And these are the educated trade-offs, guys, and that, to me, was a relaxing sort of holiday that I needed to come back in, set my goals, and then go again. And this is the educated sort of trade-offs that I want you guys to make, understanding that it is all right to go on holidays. It is all right to, relax the strings. Understand what the trade-off is though, guys. When we can understand the trade-offs, understand that we might have to drop our goal date back a little bit. That's fine. When we can do this, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not just a 10, 16 week program where at the end of it, we're going to, drop everything, go back into the real world and, gain the weight that we've just dropped. So guys, hopefully this gets the mind ticking over of, hey, is it cool to make some trade-offs? If you do have a trade-off question, pop them in the comments below and we'd be happy to help. Let's start to strive towards a healthy lifestyle. Not a 10-week program, guys. Not a 16-week gym workout. Make it a lifestyle. If this was helpful, guys, give us a like, give us a share, and I'll catch you next episode. Cheers.